All right, so here we are on reading number 11 of Regarding the Fountain. Things are starting to get fishy in A Tale of Letters, Liars, and Leaks. All right, so last time we had this letter from Florence, and we got a response from Principal Walter Russ because she said, I'm coming to unveil the new fountain. From the desk of Principal Walter Russ, March 9th, to Miss Florence Waters, President of Flowing Waters Fountains, etc. Miss Waters, unveil the new fountain? There seems to be a misunderstanding. The school board has not approved the new drinking fountain. Frankly, given Salamander's fierce opposition to the matter, I wouldn't be surprised if the project is shelved until at least next year. As you know, Miss Waters, we have not yet received the proper paperwork from you to authorize the purchase of a new drinking fountain. I did see some architectural drawings on Goldie's desk last week. She said they were your sketches for the fountain, but surely these were in jest. All of which is to say this whole matter is still very much up in the air. Therefore, you should not, under any circumstance, make plans to install the new drinking fountain until you receive official approval from me. Officially, Walter Russ, Mr. Walter, not Wally Russ, Principal. And here is a postcard. This is to the 5th grade class of Dry Creek Middle School in Dry Creek, Missouri, USA. And it is sent from Costa Rica, Cabo Vela. It's airmail, and this is a beautiful picture on the other side of the postcard. She says, Hola, good news. It looks like I'll have your new fountain ready by the end of May, just in time for Dry Creek Days. But first I have a favor to ask of you. As with all my fountains, I'd like to tie this one into the nearest natural water source. Do you know where that might be in Dry Creek? Ideally, I'd like to connect the fountain to the nearest babbling brook, creek, spring, or stream. That way I can circulate clear, fresh water through the fountain. I know the famous Spring Creek dried up long ago, but surely there is a brook or stream somewhere nearby. I'm guessing that in putting together your history of Dry Creek, you might have stumbled across a topographical map of the town. Yes? If so, would you please send it to me? Gracias, amigos. Hasta la vista. Florence. And here she put a P.S. Isn't this butterfly amazing? It's called a blue morpho. I'm sending one with this card. Will bring many more with me when I come to Dry Creek. Won't they look marvelous fluttering around the fountain? Watch what happens when it flies. Did you know that butterflies taste with their hind feet? Wow. Interesting information. And we have the reply from Dry Creek Middle School, Dry Creek, Missouri, March 17th. Florence, we love the blue morpho butterfly. We all said it's the most beautiful creature any of us has ever seen. Mr. N said so too, but then he said, we've never seen Florence Waters. We asked him if we could form a Florence Waters fan club, and he said only if he could be president for life. Lily and Patty. Hi, Florence. Thanks a million for the cool butterfly you sent us. Mr. N let us turn off the lights in the classroom so the butterfly could fly free. Its blue wings flash and sparkle. It looks like a flying flashbulb or fireworks or a shooting star. But you're the real star in my book. Gil. Florence, thank you for the tape recorders. We'll send a tape of the song we're working on along with this letter. The tape recorders are just what we need when we go out on our interviews. Yes, we're still working on the history of Dry Creek, but it's not as boring as we thought it would be, especially since Mr. N lets us out of class to work on it. Yours in notes, musical and otherwise, Tad and Shelley. Dear Florence, how can we ever thank you for your wonderful gifts? I'm beginning to worry that the corn dogs and cotton candy we plan to serve you at Dry Creek Days aren't going to even come close to thanking you properly. Well, the least we can do is find the topographical map you need. We'll send it along as soon as we find it. Your friend, Minnie O. Ooh, a private letter. Dun, dun, dun. Dry Creek Water Company, where clean water is a D. Eel, bringing you the very best water for 30 years. Delbert D. Eel, President, March 19th. Sal. Trouble with a capital T. When I was at school this morning mopping up the overflow from the drinking fountain, I ran into a pack of 5th graders. They asked me if I knew anything about natural water sources in Dry Creek. Seems the wacko they've hired to install the new fountain wants to tie into a fresh water source. I don't like this, Sally. Not one bit. If the people in this town find out what's under, well, let's just say we're going to be washed up, so to speak. We need to talk fast. The leak is getting worse all the time. I'm beginning to wish we never dammed this River City. D. P.S. And what's the deal with the kids at this school anyway? They used to be so quiet and well behaved. Now they're bouncing around like a bunch of jumping beans, laughing, dancing, wearing hats and capes, and parading around in a marching band. They even have a couple of monkeys running around with them. One of the little beasts, kids, not monkeys, told me the fountain designer is sending them all this stuff. Is that legal? Here we have a fax that says read and destroy. That means as soon as he reads it, he's supposed to throw it away and destroy it. Dry Creek Swimming Pool, crystal clear all year, temperature controlled, year-round fun. March 20th at 7:20 a.m. to D. Eel, President, Dry Creek Water Company, from Sally Mander, Chief Executive Officer, Dry Creek Swimming Pool, regarding monkey business. D. I don't like it either. Time to batten down the hatches. I'm calling an emergency meeting tonight of all school board members. Meeting starts at 6:30. Come early so we can discuss strategy. SM. I think that's Sally Mander. End of transmission. A jewel of a pool. The 5th grade class, DCMS, Dry Creek Middle School. Oh, Dry Creek Middle School, Dry Creek, Missouri, March 21st. Hi, Florence. We took our tape recorders to the school board meeting last night. Since they were talking about you, we thought you might get a kick out of seeing some of the transcripts. So this is what Sally Mander is saying. Mr. Russ, I have learned from reliable sources that you are proceeding with plans to install a spanking new drinking fountain in Dry Creek Middle School. Where is the purchase order for this capital expenditure? Where is the approval from the school board? By what authority have you approved this acquisition? Are you aware, Mr. Russ, that you are currently in violation of School Board Rule 1322, APOWFWPAFPA, approving purchase of water facility without proper authority from proper authorities? Yes, you are treading on thin ice, Mr. Russ. So here's Walter Russ. Yes, well, but did you know that water is the source of life? 70%. Miss Mander cuts in. What's this fountain going to look like? How much is it going to cost? Why haven't other bids been considered? There's no room for secrets in a democracy. This thing could cost a fortune for all we know. And you expect the taxpayers in our community to pay for this without a vote of the people? Where I come from, that's called taxation without representation. And who is this Florence Waters character anyway? Russ. Well, she has something of an artistic bent, but Mander. I'll tell you what she is. She's nutty as a fruitcake. By exposing the students of Dry Creek to this wacko Walter Russ, you are endangering the hearts and minds of our children, not to mention turning them into a band of unruly urchins. Monkeys in the classroom? This is an outrage. Never in my 30 years of service as school board president have I seen such a disgrace. I hope you know I intend to go to the Dry Creek Gazette with this story. And by the way, Walter, consider your pool pass revoked. Florence, we think you're the greatest. Sally Mander is the one who's nutty. Only 8 weeks until Dry Creek days. See you then. The 5th grade urchins. Tad, Shelly, Tad, Lily, Patty, Gil, Shelly, Minnie. Wow. All right, so next time we'll get to see the Dry Creek Gazette about what it all says there. All right, bye.